Hi, my name is Kamana and welcome to Holistic Nomads TV, where ancient wisdom and modern science can help you to have more clarity and energy in your life. And today we're going to be looking at question and answer from the public. We'll get straight into it and look at Widy's question from Turkey. Widy is asking, what's the ideal exercise to build arch on our feet? Great question. This is something that I've worked a lot with people, especially within the Ayurvedic school and our postural yoga therapy. We have a lot of people that have what's called collapsed arches or fallen arches. It means this inner aspect of the foot here tends to collapse inwards. And my foot is really quite a strong arch there. And it's not just because of the exercise practices. Some people have a genetic tendency to have a strong arch or not so much of a strong arch. So we've always got to look and go, oh, okay, some people are naturally meant to need more work to bring this arch into balance. And the reason it can be a problem is if the arch starts to collapse too much, then it sets off a postural imbalance cascade that goes right up through the body. We want to try and have the ankle aligned directly over the heel bone. And if the arch collapses, the ankle tends to go off center, and then that influences up through the knees and the rest of the system. So there's a few things to understand there. One is the muscles that strengthen the arch, and they run down from the side of the knee all the way down towards underneath the foot and attach behind the big toe mound there. On one side, on the outside of the leg, it's called peroneus longus and peroneus brevis. And they come underneath, around the back of the ankle and attach towards the big toe. And then on the inside of the leg, we have posterior tibialis and anterior tibialis. And they come down the side of the tibia bone and they do the same. They come in and attach underneath the sole of the foot there. And when those muscles are activated, they lift the arch up. They make a stronger arch. So first and primary thing to lift that up is look at how we can strengthen those muscles. And there's a few little exercises I'll work with here. One is in standing. So we're in our normal standing posture and we try to have the feet facing fairly much straight forward, the feet directly underneath the hips, so they're in alignment, hip, knee, and feet. And from that position, we're in an ideal postural position to strengthen the legs. And we check that we've got all four corners of the feet that are pushed evenly into the ground. Then we make sure we push a little bit more weight into the big toe mound. You should feel it start to activate up in the inner arches. If it's not doing that then start to do what we call in Anusara, in Ayurvedic yoga, hug the midline. Try and draw the feet together, but isometrically. It means without them actually moving. Just pushing them together, and you'll feel a drawing right up through the inside of your legs and coming up into your groin. That should activate the inner arches and start them to lift. So you should notice pushing onto the big toe mound, hugging the midline, drawing up through the inner arches and up the whole inside of the leg. And from that position, start to check in the mirror. Are my ankles more aligned over my shin bones? Do I feel this drawing up through the center of my body? See how long and strong you can comfortably activate that without any pain or discomfort in the body, and you'll start to strengthen those inner leg muscles. Once you've done that for a period of time in your exercise practice, then do that again when you're standing, when you're waiting in line at a queue. Just multiple times over the day, you keep strengthening that gently when you're in a standing position. It'll be easier to do if you're not wearing shoes. And the second strengthening exercise is doing like a squat position where you're now actually lifting the heel off the ground. And as you're coming from a deep squat and you're coming all the way up, pushing into the big toe mound the whole way, and then you lift up and see if you can have the weight on the toes, the heel off the ground, but the ankle is positioned directly above the toes. Try not to roll the ankle out to one side so it's nice and even in the strengthening. Lifting up and down with that exercise will be really helpful too. And then I'd look at some form of rolling fascia exercise. So you can use like a myofascial ball. We'll link that up in the show notes below where you can get those. And you could have that directly underneath the foot and you're rolling the fascia by having the ball underneath the foot. So it means having your heel on the ground, your weight is mainly on the heel, and then you start to sink your weight onto that fascia ball. First, I just sink in and do nothing, just hold the position for possibly a minute to 2 minutes and do that in a few different spots. And after I've had a few good holds sinking, I then might roll from left to right stimulating and opening the fascia underneath the foot. This will really allow more opening and movement in there, greater flexibility for all of the little bones to be able to be strengthened and pulled into position by the last strengthening exercises. And then our third one is the understanding that human beings were born to run. It's part of our genetic structure. We were meant to do some form of like run, sprint, chase for the animal, run away from something. And in order to really run properly, we need to run on the balls of our feet. So to learn how to walk again, to learn how to run again, where we're really pushing off the big toe mound and we're activating this move forward. And I'd probably do this in tiny little sprints would be the most ideal. Quick burst of like 10 meters or something where I'm really pushing as hard as I can, and it activates those arch muscles and helps to pull the arch up. If there's giving any pain with any of these movements, please see a practitioner. You'll be able to look on ThaiVedic.com in the practitioners directory listing to find a local practitioner that could help to guide you in how to get good structure, good strengthening exercises, and creating that quick sprint that's still in a good alignment for the rest of your body. So I hope this advice has been really helpful for you, Widy. If you really want to know more about this, or anyone out there wants to go much deeper with understanding postural corrections for the body, then the school and the programs I've created on Thai Vedic would be ideal for that. We go into a lot of different structural therapy techniques. We teach internal actions of how to activate the muscles to create better posture, and a lot of the strength and conditioning exercises are also shared within that program. If you have a question that you'd like answered, then please don't hesitate to let us know. We'd love to help you out with anything health and healing related. You can submit your questions on holisticnomads.com/ask. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube here so you'll be notified when your question is answered. It's been great to share with you all. I really think health and healing information is people's birthright. I hope you too share it with the world. Until next time, all the best. Hi and welcome. My name is Kamana and welcome to...
You don't need to...
Don't need to do double welcome. Yeah.